On average, 1 in 75,000 adults has a certain genetic disorder. Use a suitable approximating distribution to find the probability that in a random sample of 10,000 people, at least one has the genetic disorder. The probability of an adult having the genetic disorder is 1 out of 75,000. This probability is small, and the random sample of 10,000 people, n is 10,000, this is large. When p is small and n is large, we can use a Poisson distribution. Basically, we use a Poisson approximation to the binomial, and we let x to be the number of adults with the genetic disorder. Then x here follows a Poisson distribution. The mean of the Poisson distribution is given by NP. So we have 10,000 times 1 over 75,000. We can just divide by 75,000. And that is 2 out of 15. X follows a Poisson distribution with a mean of 2 out of 15. We need to find probability that at least one has the genetic disorder, meaning that we find the probability that x is greater than or equals to 1. We use the complement rule. This is 1 minus probability x equals 0. So that we have 1 minus e to the negative lambda. So that is e to the negative 2 over 15. We have 2 over 15 to the 0 over 0 factorial. 0 factorial is 1, and also 2 over 15 to the 0 is 1. Basically, we just have 1 minus e to the negative 2 over 15, and that is 0.125. Part B, in a random sample of n people, so there are n people now, where n is large, the probability that no one has the genetic disorder is more than 0.9. Find the largest possible value of n. So to find the largest possible value of n, since n is large and p is small, then in this case, lambda is still given by np. N is n. Then we have n over 75,000. X is the number of adults with the genetic disorder, and we are given that the probability that no one has the genetic disorder, meaning that probability x equals 0, that is more than 0.9. Probability x equals to 0, so we have e to the negative n over 75,000, that is greater than 0.9. So we can take log on both sides. Taking log on both sides, we have negative n over 75,000. This is greater than log of 0.9. Multiply throughout by 75,000. Negative n is 75,000, log of 0.9. We want to find n, so we need to multiply everything by negative 1. When we multiply an inequality by a negative value, we have to switch the sign of the inequality. So n is less than negative 75,000, log of 0.9. Then we see that n is less than 7,902.04. To find the largest possible value of n, That would be 7,902.